Keith Elder. Keith Elder dominated the provincial target shooting scene for over 20 years and has been involved with the sport as an athlete, coach, and builder for over 5 decades. Elder won a spot on the Pan Am Games team in 1967 in Winnipeg, and he finished in 7th place. That was also the year he won team and individual gold medals at the Canada Winter Games in Quebec City. But the highlight of Elder's shooting career was his Olympic experience. He competed in the 1968 Olympic Games in Mexico City in the rapid fire event and placed 29th out of 72 competitors. He also served as an alternate for the 1976 Olympics held in Montreal, the first and only time Canada would host the Summer Games. More than 300 well-wishers from his hometown of Wawanesa threw one heck of a party upon his return from Mexico City in 1968. It remains a cherished memory for Elder and his family. Elder also qualified for the prestigious Mainly Cup teams shown here in 1966 and 1970, and qualified for a position in 1974 for the Commonwealth Games team. Keith Elder won team silver and bronze medals at the World Cup Championships in 1976 at the Benito Suarez Games in Mexico, and competed at the World Championships in Korea in 1978. He has given back to the sport, volunteering locally and provincially as a coach and builder. He served as chair of pistol and rifle sports at the 1999 Pan Am Games. And now, Keith Elder is a worthy member of the Manitoba Sports Hall of Fame. Our platinum host sponsor for Keith Elder is the Victoria Inn. Please welcome Sales Executive Bill Peacock and Jeff Chipman to make the presentation. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Keith Elder.
Something, she says. This is amazing. This is really a huge honor for me. It's been quite a while since I had my little shooting career, and it's really a great honor for me to be recognized after this length of time. I would like to begin by thanking the committee that nominated me. But it was really a committee, and I don't really know who all was involved in it, except for my youngest son, who very innocently, about a year and a half ago, we were having a chat on the phone. He lives in Vancouver. And he said, "Gee, Dad, I was reading about you went to the Olympics in what year?" I said, 68, you know that. Oh, I said, "What else did you do?" So I told him a couple of things, and he says, "Did you ever think about making a list of all the things you've done?" Well, no, I don't think so. That seems like kind of an egotistical thing to do. "Oh, you should, because I'd like to know." So I did. I typed out a page or a page and a half or something of all these things that I've been to, and emailed it to him, and that was the last I heard about it. I got this letter in July. And it was pretty amazing. I had to read it about 4 times before I could believe what it really said. And it really meant a lot to me and still does. And I would like to also thank whoever the committee is that decides, that receives this honor, because I feel that as they're sort of peers in the sports, and I think that makes the honor even more important. It does to me to be judged by my peers to receive this. And I would like to thank Rick for all his help in this committee that put this all together. It's really a great evening. And I know that he worked hard, and I know he has volunteers that helped him a lot. And you can't do these sort of things without volunteers. Excuse me. Speaking of volunteers, reminds me of my time when I came back in 1999 for the games. I had a nice shooting career. I was on the national team for 12 years. It was lots of fun and lots of hard work and all that stuff everybody knows about. But then I retired and I didn't shoot very much. And one day I get a phone call from this Monty Bell guy, Winnipeg. He's a pretty smooth talker. He says, "We don't have anybody down here who knows anything about shooting, and we really need some help." And I said, "Well, it's been quite a while, and it doesn't matter." So he talked me into thinking it was a really good idea to drive 2.5 hours to Winnipeg every weekend, and work like hell, and drive home 2.5 hours. And it sounded like a good idea. That's Monty for you. Some of you know Monty. So anyway, I did that, and it was my opportunity to get back to the sport, and I was really, really happy to do it because I thought it was important. I learned a lot, and I met lots of really great people, and one of the most important things I learned, I kind of knew it, but it was really reinforced because we needed a pretty good-sized committee in shooting, and I'm sure all sports did. And people just showed up. And we put together a really, really good committee with the help of a very, very good person from Sport Manitoba, who a lot of you will know, Eleni Yakachuk. She worked really hard. And we had a really good committee. The important thing was that here was all these people. They gave up their summer holidays. They gave up holidays all over the place. They took time off work. They used their cars. They dug holes. They lifted things heavy and tore things down, put things up, painted. Did all this, lots and lots of really hard work. And they made the games work really, really well. And it was one of the best games that ever happened, and I don't think we even lost any money. The important thing there was that people were willing to come out and work hard for sports. And I think you need the community and the sports work together. Sports needs community and community needs sports, and they build each other. Thank you very much, and thanks a million for the committee and for the award and for my family that supported me through it all.